Hey y'all, Carolina Tony here. Today the road brings us to Wilmington, North Carolina. We are here at the Bellamy Mansion. This mansion was constructed around 1859 for John Bellamy, his wife, and 9 children. He was a merchant as well as a physician, and I understand the architecture on this place is very grand, and we're going to explore and take a look around. And you get to come with us, and we'll get started right after the station identification. This is the Bellamy Mansion Negro House from 1859. In Wilmington, when this building was constructed, slave quarters were often termed Negro houses. This Italian-style dependency is a rare, intact example of urban slave dwelling. It includes sleeping quarters, laundry room, privies, built for Dr. John Dillard Bellamy and his wife, Esla, to house as many as 9 slaves, including a cook, a housekeeper, Sarah Miller Sampson. She lived from 1815 to 1897. Here's an example of how this room was constructed. Of course, you can see the brick and then the wood and plaster lath on the outside of that, and then of course the plaster. We will descend these very steep stairs to the upper floor. The bed go down. Have you ever heard the term, make me a pallet on the floor? Well, these beds are actually constructed on a wooden pallet on the floor. Here are some interesting facts. That was called a slave tag. Laws across the South required hired out slaves to be licensed and to wear metal identification tags, the hire badge, pictured right, hung from the neck of a Charleston slave every day until his contract ended. His owner hired him out as an unskilled porter, or likely for 1 year. Some slaves even hired out their own time, which created urban enslaved economies. It also created unwanted competition, and most southern cities eventually banned this practice. There are some there. We will begin our tour on the lower floor, the basement, through the kitchen. Before we go in, I want to make note of this thing here. This marble with a wrought iron grate with little holes on top of the ground, which would allow water to go in. And we may wonder why. I'll show you. In those days, they did not have refrigeration, so things that were stored below ground level, such as here, would tend to stay cool. Perhaps, maybe a cistern? And this is the kitchen. asked Bellamy to live in the house was Ellen Douglas. She lived in it to 1946. She died at age 93. Now we have come out of the basement, and this would have been the main floor of the house. Basically where rich people lived. The second floor are just bedrooms, and now they are being used as an art gallery. Here is a aerial view of the house. Now we are going up to the third floor, the children's floor. There's a children's bedroom. And another stairs, and we will go up to the Belvedere. The Belvedere. Very top of the house, glassed in all the way around, and you're in for a treat, because while you're watching this video, you're missing what we're missing. You're getting a good view, but it is stifling hot up here, overlooking the city of Wilmington, North Carolina. Some preservation going on there. Well, that is going to do it for our trip to the Bellamy Mansion, Wilmington, North Carolina. This is, I say so myself, a pretty grand mansion. Lots of detail, lots of high detail architecture. Well, I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give me a big old thumbs up. Be sure to share this video with your family and friends. But until next time, y'all have a good day.